son. And what I want to talk to you about now is, you know, it is hard to break a spirit that refuses to die. It is very hard to break a spirit that refuses to die. And there are a lot of you all who got people shaken, got people wondering because you did not die. And that could be a spiritual death or a physical death also, but I'm talking more spiritual. When you just refuse to give up, when you refuse to submit to the projection, when you refuse to submit to the slander, when you refuse to submit to the character assassination, which, people just want you to be who they say you are instead of being who you actually are. When you just refuse to die spiritually, sometimes people don't realize who they're dealing with. They don't realize that some people in this world are born different. Some people in this world are built different. When you come up against certain people, that is like fuel for them. They become more tenacious. They become more resilient. They become more successful because it is the fuel that you give them when you're trying to destroy them. When you're trying to, that's why when you see some people who seem like they're going through HE double hockey stick, if y'all know what a hockey stick is, I don't know, I can't help it. When they're going through HE double hockey stick, okay, some people seem like they thrive and become more, they seem like they become more elevated because they do. Because you are part of the plan, right? Not you per se, but the person who is coming against those who are minding their business, drinking their water, trying to become a better person. When people come up against them, that gives them fuel. It fuels them to become better. It also is an indication to let them know that they are on the right track. When you don't know you're on the right track, when you don't know you're on the right track, and then all of a sudden you have all this adversity that seems to come out of nowhere, that is an indication that you are on the right track. You are on the right path. That is how I know. This is how I know when, and this is how you should know. When you're about to break through, that could be on anything, any generation of curse, any spiritual bondage, anything. When you're about to break through or elevate, you're going to receive mild to moderate to it depends, to severe attacks, to people creating chaos out of nowhere. But if you're not understanding of what season you're in spiritually, you will miss it. I've missed it so many times. When I tell you, and one thing about God, He gonna take you around this circle. It's 4:44 right now on my phone. For those of you all who know, you just know. Okay? I don't want to explain. It's 4:44. But listen, I've missed it so many times, right? Because I have missed it so many times. I've 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 m to where I didn't discern the season I was in. And I would allow people to derail me because I didn't understand. That's why getting in isolation in your secret place, you'll get the knowledge and you'll understand and discern the season you're in. People are not going to understand you, but that's okay. You're not made and meant to be understood by everyone. I had to come to terms with that. But you don't want to miss your elevation. You don't want to miss your next level, right? You don't want to miss your next level. You don't want to miss your increase because you don't discern, you're not discerning the season you're in. You don't understand that before you're elevated, there is a final test that will come before you cross over. I didn't understand that for the life of me. But now that I'm so in tune and aware, I know how to just shut things down. I know how to fall back. I know how to not engage. I know how to not get my heart posture, to keep my heart posture right. I know now. Before I didn't know. Now I understand. So I just wanted to encourage you. You got to understand that. Right? You got to understand it. You got to discern, know the season you're in. And understand when you get these out of the blue, I call them the out of the blue attacks. People pulling you into drama. You're not into drama, but drama will find you. Old folks used to say, you don't have to look for trouble. Trouble will look for you. People will put you in unnecessary drama. And you have to know the spirit behind it. You got to be like, I see you. You be like, I see you, devil. Because he'll use people. If people are not spiritually on their walk, they can be used against you. They could be used against you. If people are not secure with themselves and you come in and you got all this light and you got all this love and, you just automatically get attention. You're not looking for it. People naturally like you. You just, steal the show and you're not trying to. You just have that magnetic personality. And people are not secure with themselves. They are open to letting the enemy use them. And you have to be okay with that. You have to not be okay. You have to understand that. Because it's never okay. Because it really, if you don't know, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good when people just lie on you and mistreat you for no reason. It don't feel good. But when you're tapped in spiritually, although it doesn't feel good, you understand. You won't look at them. You'll look at the spirit operating behind them. You'll look at the spirit operating behind them. And I know that's hard to believe and understand. That's why it's good to get a personal relationship. Because when you have a personal relationship, you'll see people for really who they are. Exactly, DJ. And people don't understand that. They're open to letting the enemy use them. And there are a lot of people like that. And it's like, you'll just be like this little lone ranger. You'll be this little lone ranger because even that spirit will lie dormant in people. It will lie dormant in people that you've known for 20 years, 30 years, and they go to acting ugly. They will betray you. Some of the worst betrayals will bring about some of your most would bring about some of the most, I won't say, yeah, I can't say that. I can't say that. Look, some of the worst betrayals will bring about a healing and a deliverance that you wouldn't otherwise experience if you didn't go through that betrayal. If that makes sense. Some of the hardest betrayals will bring about such deliverance in you. Let me tell you what happened to me, and I gotta go. So a couple years ago, I went through a betrayal. And I went through one of the worst betrayals, right? Because this person, and I talked about it before on this channel, but I don't want to say it now. But if you go back on some of my other, you have to go through all the videos because I'm long-winded, I don't remember. But I'm not going to say who and what, at this moment. I'm just not do that. But I went through one of the worst betrayals during the pandemic, okay? And during this time, when I went through the betrayal, it exposed people around me, right? Hey, Shay Love. It exposed people around me. Betrayals, if you look at it, that's why everything is spiritual. We have to understand what is being taken place spiritually. It hurts at the time, but if we fall back and we get in the secret place and we start doing the work on ourselves, we can see things that happen. We can see things, and what we thought was something bad, it actually worked out for our good. Right? So let me tell you what happened. I went through that betrayal, but what happened is that betrayal exposed people who were connected to me who was really not for me, because they took the side of a situation that they had no understanding of. They had no truth, but they ran to choose the side of the person who lied. There was a narrative created about me. And at first, I was hurt. I'm going to be honest. I was hurt. Your girl, coach, was hurt. I didn't understand it. And then I got revelation. See, the thing about pain is, if we stop pretending and looking at ourselves as a victim and look at ourselves as a victor, we can get the lesson out of it. So during this time, people who I thought was for me, God showed me they just needed any little thing to have an alt with me. So this betrayal was used to show me that these people are not for me. Oh, it comes with growth. Simply matters. That's what I'm saying. When you get in your secret place, when you spend time with God, he'll show you stuff. He'll show you stuff about them so-called family members and friends. We be so blind. We be so blind because they family. And the word tells you your enemies will be those of your own house. We got to see the spirit for what it is. So he showed me that these people really didn't like me. They didn't like me like I liked them. Because a little fallout or because it wasn't a fallout, it was a misunderstanding. If this misunderstanding could make them look at you in a different light without communicating, those were not your people. Those were not your family. And I had to come to terms with it. I didn't want to believe that, because us decent and good-hearted people, we think everybody's like us. We'll lay our life down for people who won't even pick the rug up for us. The people who I thought was for me wasn't for me. And everything I did with these certain people, I considered them. You have this heart to where you consider people. I'm like, if this happened, I'm gonna do this for that person, do this for that person. When I become successful, I'm gonna bring these people with me. But no, God exposed that. Before you bring your enemies with you, right? Before you bring these people with you, there will be an exposure to let you know if these people are for you or not. That's why most of us, we can't be blessed how we know we feel we're supposed to be blessed. Because I know I'm wealthy. I tell you, I know I'm a wealthy woman. I know I'm a wealthy woman. I'm very wealthy. I'm already wealthy in my spirit. But I know in due season that spiritual wealth is going to transfer to a physical wealth. And see, we be having people around us that we want to bring with us, but God hear the conversation. God know their heart and how they feel about us. You sit in here, your heart wide open. You gullible. Your heart big and open. And you including these people. I'm going to take care of this person. I'm going to take care of this person. And these people are behind your back slandering you, gossiping about you. They don't really like you. And you got this open heart for them to bring them up with you. And that's why your blessings were hindered. Some of y'all are not where you're supposed to be because you're dragging along the curse. You got a curse in the camp. Okay? The curse is in the camp. And you're trying to bring it along with you. That's why you feel this pull and tug. Sorry about that. I don't know what I was talking about. I got distracted a little bit. I'm sorry. I had to go take care of something. Sorry about that, you all. But here you go, baby.
Excuse me.
What?
I farted right
Just why you gonna say that I'm on live? That's so disgusting. That's so disgusting. But what was I saying, Betsy? I don't know what I was saying, girl. Tell me what I was saying. My son, I'm waiting on him. He don't came distracting me being gross. But sometimes we postpone our blessings, or our blessings are not coming to us because of who we have connected to us. And that is a true thing. Sometimes the people you have in your camp or the people you're connected to is the reason you can't, right? You can't be blessed. You can't receive the blessings because God knows if he bless you, you're going to give the blessings to the enemy. And the blessing is not meant for them. He knows that your heart is big and you're going to give the blessing and the gift to the very person who's behind you, your back, slandering you, talking about you. And we sitting here, we gonna give these people half, more than half of what we have. Like you're saying, I'm gonna look out for them. You really gonna look out for them. You were thinking about getting these people this and that and the other. And these people don't like you. They wouldn't even do it for you. They wouldn't be there for you. They wouldn't do for you what you would do for them. And see, that betrayal exposed people for who they were and how they really felt about me. I didn't even know these people felt that way about me. When people want to find any little micro thing, not a macro, a micro, any little thing, right? Any little thing. And see, only when you're chosen, people do that to you. When you're selected and when you're set apart, people will find any little thing to be mad at you about. Any little thing to try to discount your character, discredit you. Any little thing they want to find and hold on to that so they can make you seem like you're a bad person. Any little disagreement, anything you don't agree with that they're doing, now they'll forget about everything else, but any little thing you don't agree with, they'll make you up. They'll, use that against you. But I had to learn these people are not for me, and don't keep them in my energy. Don't keep myself connected to them. Because there was a time that I tried to prove and let people know I'm just this good person. I don't have to prove that to you. If you don't think I'm good, that's you. If you don't think I'm loyal, that's you. If you don't think I'm for you, that's you. When I've shown you, that's all when I've shown you consistently. But see, betrayals expose people, and that's what you need. You need that exposure for people. You need that. You need that so that you know who's for you and who's not. Thank you. I'm doing a live, so I don't need you being disgusting. That was 1.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you need that so people could expose themselves. Right? I'm gonna put this back here. But you need that so people could expose themselves. Or otherwise, see, that's why I say betrayals are not always bad. We look at them as bad, but I've learned, see, God gave me a gift to change my perspective about things. Not to deny reality, but just to change my perspective. Because sometimes we can do that and try to change reality for what it is. No, you can't change reality, but you can change your perspective. You could change your perspective on it. How to make that thing benefit you. How to gain wisdom, knowledge, understanding. And that's the gift he gave me, to change my perspective. My grandmother taught me that, but God just, he just enhanced it. My ability to look at it from a different view. And that gives me peace. Because sometimes people don't have peace. When folks betray them, they don't have peace. And that's understandable. Because betrayal comes from those who are close to you. That's when it's a betrayal, because it's from somebody who's close. That's when it hurts to the most. But sometimes betrayal is just exposure of people's heart about you. Because y'all be loving on folks, and them folks don't like you. Y'all be loving people, and them people hate you. But that's why God of Romans 8:28 that thing. When you're true, and when you're trying to do what's right, when you're doing what's right, you're being truthful, you're being righteous, right? Righteous don't mean perfect, but you're doing the right thing. You're being what is that?
Oh, this is Miami.
Oh, when you're doing what's right, it will always work out for you. That's what make them even more envious, because they see what they did to you didn't break you. They see the slander didn't break you. You can step outside the car if you want to.
Oh, no, it's too cold out there, Mom.
It's cold?
Yes.
Yes, I got a jacket right there.
I don't want to stand outside.
Oh, okay.
It's comfortable.
Right? Exactly. Oh, that's a whole nother story there, Betsy. Grandparents are good at that too. The one I experienced. Right? But here, Romans 8:28, that thing, he'll make it work out for you. When you're doing what's right. And people will get mad because what they did to you didn't break you. What they said about you didn't break you. It only built you, made you stronger. It built you, made you stronger. Protected you. Elevated you. Gave you a new perspective. Gave you a new business ideas. Right? Gave you a new business idea. Gave you information to help someone else. So that's what I want to share with you. I got to go. I got to go get me something to eat. So you all be blessed. And I hope this